Lvndmark, whose real name is Tony, is one of the most prominent and influential content creators in the Escape from Tarkov community, renowned for his exceptional gameplay, entertaining streams, and deep dedication to the hardcore tactical FPS developed by Battlestate Games. At 31 years old, Tony has transformed his passion for video games into a full-time professional career, streaming primarily Escape from Tarkov on Twitch under the handle Lvndmark, where he boasts an impressive 1.5 million followers. His content revolves around high-stakes raids, boss hunts, gear tests, and viewer interactions, often showcasing laser-precise aim, strategic map knowledge, and humorous reactions to the game's brutal unpredictability, earning him the nickname King of Tarkov among fans. Lvndmark's journey with Escape from Tarkov began around the game's early access phase, amassing over 16,000 hours of personal playtime by late 2025, a testament to his unwavering commitment. Which mouse does Lvndmark use? At the core of Lvndmark's setup is his Lvndmark X wireless gaming mouse, a lightweight, high-performance device favored by competitive FPS players for its ergonomic shape, featherlight switches, and symmetrical design that supports claw and fingertip grips. Paired with the Wallhack SP004 glass mousepad, which provides an ultra-smooth, consistent glide surface with minimal static friction ideal for low-sensitivity playstyles. This combination minimizes drag and ensures predictable cursor movement across long swipes. The glass pad's hard surface also reduces wear on the mouse feet, contributing to longevity during extended streaming sessions. Lvndmark has publicly endorsed this pairing via his stream's Fossabot commands, confirming its role in his daily Tarkov sessions. Lvndmark mouse settings. Lvndmark runs his Lvndmark X at 400 DPI, a classic low DPI setting common among Tarkov elites for enhanced precision and reduced jitter. This DPI choice, combined with his in-game sensitivities, yields an effective DPI-EDPI of approximately 168, striking a balance between fine control for pixel-perfect headshots and the arm movement required for 360-degree turns in CQC scenarios. Polling rate specifics are not explicitly stated in his public profiles, but the Lvndmark X supports up to 8,000 Hz via its dongle, and competitive players like Lvndmark typically max this out for sub-millisecond responsiveness, often verified through his smooth tracking in VODs. Diving into his in-game mouse settings within Escape from Tarkov, Lvndmark configures mouse sensitivity at 0.42 for hipfire, providing a measured pace that excels in open-field engagements and peaking. Complementing this is mouse sensitivity aiming at 0.42, maintaining 1-1 parity between hipfire and ADS for intuitive muscle memory, no multiplier adjustments needed, which simplifies transitions from spraying to tapping. Double-click timeout is set to 0.3 seconds, optimizing double-click actions like quick inventory toggles or melee without accidental triggers. Both inverted X-axis and inverted Y-axis are false, adhering to standard FPS conventions. These values have been consistent across his recent clips from November and December 2025, including Tarkov 1.0 settings reveals, and align with his Fossabot DPI command output. For context, this setup translates to roughly 35 centimeters 360 degrees turns depending on FOV and resolution, favoring arm aiming over wrist flicks, a hallmark of top-tier Tarkov players. Lvndmark postfx settings. The core postfx configuration Lvndmark uses, as detailed in comprehensive guides based on his streams from early 2025, includes the following values. Brightness set to 13, which subtly lifts dark areas without washing out the image entirely, making shadows reveal hidden player saturation at 32, boosting color vibrancy to differentiate foliage, gear, and skin tones against background's clarity cranked to 49 for razor-sharp edges on distant models, emphasizing contours and reducing blur from motion or distance colorfulness at 80, amplifying hues to make enemies pop against muted environments like snow or urban decay. Luma sharpen at 15 for luminance-based edge enhancement, sharpening bright spots like helmet lights or scopes. Adaptive sharpen at a conservative 10 to avoid over-sharpening artifacts that could create noise. Color grading mode on feather for a soft, natural tone mapping that preserves details in highlights and shadows. Intensity at 0 to prevent aggressive filtering, and colorblind mode disabled, none. These are activated via in-game hotkeys during raids, especially on darker maps, to dynamically improve lighting perception while maintaining a competitive edge. Note that postfx can be toggled off in preview mode but is fully functional in raids, and Lvndmark often pairs it with NVIDIA gamma tweaks or monitor shadow boost for hybrid visibility boosts. Lvndmark graphics settings. Lvndmark runs Escape from Tarkov in borderless windowed mode at a native screen resolution of 2560 by 1440 on an Elgato 1440 HDR monitor, which supports high dynamic range for enhanced contrast in dark areas. VSync is disabled to minimize input lag and avoid frame rate caps tied to refresh rates. Texture quality is set to high for detailed surfaces without excessive VRAM usage, while shadows quality remains on ultra to preserve critical depth cues for enemy positioning in foliage or buildings. Object LOD quality is tuned to 3.0, providing a good balance of distant detail without performance hits, and overall visibility is maxed at 1,500 meters for maximum draw distance. Clouds quality is lowered to low to free up GPU resources, as they rarely impact gameplay visibility. Anti-aliasing uses TAA high to smooth edges effectively without the blur of higher SMAA options. Upscaling technologies like NVIDIA DLSS, AMD FSR 2.2, and FSR 3.0 are all turned off, favoring native resolution for sharpness, with resampling set to 1x off. HBAO is on high for realistic lighting in interiors, but SSR is reduced to low to prevent distracting shine on wet surfaces. Anisotropic filtering is set to per texture for optimized MIP mapping. NVIDIA Reflex low latency is disabled, as Lvndmark prefers raw responsiveness. Sharpness is finely tuned to 0.1 to eliminate green hues or artifacts common at 0.0, a tweak recommended for pixel-perfect visibility. FPS limits are set to 60 in the lobby and 144 in-game to match his monitor's capabilities and reduce tearing. High-quality color rendering is enabled, but grass shadows, Z-blur, chromatic aberrations, and noise are all off to eliminate visual clutter and motion blur that hinder target acquisition. Lvndmark control settings. Lvndmark's keybinds are highly customized for fluid combat movement, quick inventory management, and survival utility, often demonstrated in specific Twitch clips like Keybinds First 1223 and Keybinds 2024. He famously inverts his lean keys lean left on E and lean right on Q to align with natural hand positioning for faster, more intuitive peeking around corners, a technique praised and copied by the community. This inversion reduces finger travel and improves reaction times in CQC. Other binds follow Pro Standards movement on WASD, sprint on Shift, crouch/prone on CZ, jump on space, with combat actions like hold breath on right mouse button, lean on QE, and quick time on V for drop shotting. Inventory shortcuts emphasize speed, such as quick heal examine on mouse side buttons 1-5 for meds, weapon swap on X or tab, and throw grenade on G. Blind fire and mount dismount are bound to convenient keys like mouse 4-5 or caps lock combos for seamless raids. Full menus in his clips reveal extensive remapping for quick scav check, flashlight toggle, and night vision, minimizing menu diving under pressure, while exact mappings evolve slightly per wipe. Adapting to new mechanics in 1.0, viewers can pause his December 24, 2025 settings clip or earlier keybind showcases to screenshot and import via the in-game options. Community recreations on Reddit highlight these as best in class for aggressive playstyles, with minimal overlap for muscle memory retention. Lvndmark Gears. With Tarkov 1.0 released in November 2025 and the current wipe extending into late December, his content reflects optimized loadouts for the post-launch meta, emphasizing looted gear for storyline progression, budget-friendly quest kits, and high-end PvP configurations that prioritize low recoil, high ergonomics, and survivability. His videos often highlight adaptive strategies, such as farming AI enemies for key items, using environmental distractions like scavs, and leveraging map-specific exploits like green light guides or explosive breaches, making his setups both practical for viewers and devastating in execution. Lvndmark's graphic setup for Tarkov 1.0, shared via Twitch clips in late November and December 2025, prioritizes FPS and visibility without full public breakdowns, but aligns with community optimizations like NVIDIA gamma tweaks for darker scenes and postfx adjustments for clarity. He experiments live, recommending reflex on high anisotropic filtering and custom sharpness around 0.5, often streaming at 1440p borderless for 200 plus FPS on high-end rigs.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest news and updates. Drop a comment below sharing your favorite gaming setup tips or what you'd like to see next on the channel. Let's build a gaming community together.